Good evening, everyone, and surprise, Dad. My name is Buchanan, Lindsey. Tonight, I want to express the selflessness and integrity of my dad, Joshua Lindsey. If you don't already know him, he is hardworking, devoted to our family, and just an overall kind and nice guy. His presence has positively influenced me throughout my entire life, but especially over my past 6 years on the Hill. I want to begin with a story that I don't think I'll ever forget. Beginning in 7th grade, on my very first day of school, I walked into Mr. Russell's grammar and vocabulary class, where I was informed that I would have to memorize a list of 20 words and recite them by the end of the week from memory with definitions. To be completely honest, this assignment nearly ruined my first day entirely. What seems like an easily accomplished task now appeared to be the most daunting feat of my life to my 7th grade self. I came home in a state I can only compare to shell shock and told my dad, nearly breaking down into tears, that I would never be able to memorize this list. Looking back on that moment, I now realize that night was a defining moment for the rest of my time at MBA. That night, my dad taught me that all I needed was dedication, a level head, and a good attitude, and that I could get through any task that was thrown at me. Without my dad to inspire me and help me keep my cool, I don't think I ever would have achieved even that first assignment. Now that you all have heard my reaction to memorizing just a list of words, I think you can imagine what my reaction was when I was told we would be memorizing and reciting entire poems in front of an audience. Yes, not good either. But my dad's support does not end with just my schoolwork. For as long as I can remember, he has shown his unwavering devotion to our family through his work and the relationship he has formed with each of my siblings and me. Many afternoons, he has worked as my taxi driver, taking me to my violin lesson every single Monday before I could drive, or more recently, taking time out of his busy weeks to visit colleges with me so that my choice can be one that I am sure of. I'm so thankful that he was there to help me develop my interests and support my passions today. Without my dad's support along the way, I wouldn't be half the individual I turned out to be today. Even though he has dedicated so much time to me and my siblings, along the way he has shown what hard work means to him as he started his own law firm from the ground up 11 years ago and is now busier than ever. His work does not adhere to bank hours, as he is always available for clients and talks most evenings to one or two. He never stops working. He is up before anyone else in my house to work out and prepare himself for the day. He puts up with our often less than enthusiastic morning attitudes to ask us about what we have going on at school. There isn't a single morning when my dad doesn't want to hear about our tests or big events that day. He brings the same positive attitudes to our dinners, asking us how those tests went and if we learned anything interesting at school that day. No matter what happened in his world that day, he's so selfless that he wants to hear about our struggles instead of letting his problems at work be his focus while he's home. I'm so fortunate to have someone like him to talk to about my day or anything that I need advice on. But more than just hard work, my dad has shown me how to be kind by stressing empathy and patience between me and my siblings. He's taught us to avoid arguments and instead respect someone who disagrees with you, a skill that will only become more invaluable in my future. In a world with increasing polarization and growing divide in opinions, he has taught me to show love rather than hate in the faces of my opponents. I'm so grateful for all the effort that he's dedicated to shaping me into someone that I can be proud of today. I'm grateful that I can stand here today and laugh and joke about these memories. But the more I think about them, the more I realize that my dad was always there with a positive attitude and a good outlook to help me get through anything, so that I will be prepared to face the challenges myself one day. As I look back at the lessons he's taught me, I know that he's trying to set me up for success in my own life. Dad, I know your dad wasn't around much while you were growing up, but I hope you know that you have become and always will be an incredible father to me. No words can express how thankful I am to have you in my life. I'll always strive to live up to the model you set for me. I love you, Dad.